Hey loves, it's Shay. So I hope y'all is enjoying y'all day out there wherever y'all are. There we go. So I had to brighten it up for y'all, right? So today we're gonna talk about why it's important to stand on your no, right? So that's very important. So before we move further, let me just introduce myself. So y'all know my name is Queen A. I'm a personal development coach. And what I do is help bridge the gap between parents, teachers, and teens. So that is what I do. So parents, teachers, youth service workers, youth service workers, and teens. All that good stuff, right? So I want to break down why it's important to speak on your no, especially nowadays, because we're living in a very sensitive world nowadays, right? So where people are more, it seems like people are more in tune with making sure people are comfortable versus making sure that they are happy. So let me say that again. People are more focused now on making sure that people are comfortable versus making sure that they are happy. So you can make sure somebody comfortable all day, right? But if you not happy, and let me give y'all a prime example of why it's important to stand on your no, right? Because y'all know how they say, everybody done heard the term, what's they say, if your friends gonna jump off the bridge, is you gonna jump off the bridge? Now, I know y'all that seem lame, right? But I want y'all to really think about that. And that's something real simple, right? If you went to the edge of the bridge and everybody was like, oh, you know what? I'm about to go jump off the bridge and swim in there. And you ain't never jumped off the bridge, or let alone even think you going to jump off the bridge and be able to swim. Would you jump in? Would you just dive in because everybody else doing it? You know what I mean? No, you wouldn't, right? Logically, somebody that's thinking logical, guess what you would do? You would take a step back and you'd be like, hold up. You would think, hold on. For one, this be Queen A. Now, you ain't no great swimmer. Right? You dead gonna sure ain't jumping off no bridge. I don't feel comfortable with that. And I ain't even about to go over there. It's just all types of thoughts that's gonna come to my head about the kids, family, everything, right? So I just used that little slim example because everybody done heard that before, right? Everybody done got in trouble by their parents. Their parents like, your friends jump off a bridge and you gonna jump off, right? So that's why I chose to use that. So, hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? So I want to use that as a prime example. And I want y'all to know I'll be going live in the mornings now at 10 a.m. So this is not one of my morning lives. I'm just doing this so y'all could know. I'm going to be doing it on Facebook and Instagram at 10 a.m. Sunday through Thursday. Okay, so Sunday through Thursday, I'll be live 10 a.m. giving y'all some motivation, all right? So today I want y'all to understand that it's important for you to teach your teens. Now, I really want to focus on the teens. The teens. Yes, all youth. Teach your youth in general to focus on saying no. Now, the reason why I say that is, if y'all look around out here in this world, you better teach your teens to get comfortable with the word no, right? Meaning if you jump in a car and you riding around with some friends and they happen to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing, say no. Get comfortable saying, you know what? I'm about to get ready to go on in the house, or somebody going somewhere that you ain't supposed to be. For instance, for me, if I know somebody going out, I don't really go out like that. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. You feel me? So I am very comfortable. People who ever know, I always get comfortable saying the word no. You going out today? I ain't going out because that ain't my environment. I just don't do that. And let me tell you what happens every time I say yes. Every time I give in, it's like, okay, let me go out. Knowing I, in my head, don't be wanting to go. I be really wanting to say no because the club is not my thing no more. Don't get me wrong. I love to dance, love to be in the mirror, all that, but it's not my thing. Every time I give in and say, yeah, do y'all know I go to the club and I feel miserable? Yeah, the other person might be happy that I came out with them, but me personally, I feel miserable in the club. Why? Because I'm going to tell you, this is the vibes clubs gives me, and I don't like it. You see people in there angry all the time, people bumping into people just sitting over there I wish somebody would, and just the arguing. It's so negative to me nowadays. Or people just sitting there staring. I mean, nobody is happy, it seems like, in the club nowadays. I'm just saying for me. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm saying this is my experience, right? And you got too much stuff happening in the club. So for me, I take myself away from situations that I consider to be risky. And that's me, Queen A. So, but in order to do that, I have to get comfortable saying the word no. Nah, I'm cool. I don't do that. And another example, for instance, we out, everybody drinking liquor. I don't drink liquor, right? I'm more of a margarita, wine queen. That's me. You know what I mean? So everybody like, oh yeah, take a sip of this, drink this bottle. Now, I say no. Usually everybody know I'm not a drinker, right? So I'm drinking wine or a cooler. And if you got some hard liquor, more than likely I don't want it, right? The moment I say yeah, let me tell you what happens. I'm all out of character. I feel wheezy. I'm wobbling. Like, this is why y'all got to get comfortable with saying the word no. Like, it's very important. You will mess yourself up trying to make somebody else happy, all because you want to make sure, you know, like nowadays we got to get out of this just making sure that, you know, like everybody is like, oh, this okay. You know, you want them to feel so mushy, so love, so gushy. Them days is over. We got to get back to the times where, you know, we able to say no. Like, no, I don't want to look like you. No, I don't want to dress like you. No, I don't want to do what you're doing. No. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, I just really wanted to touch on that. So, next week, when I start going live, one of the main topics for the first week is going to be how to focus on saying no, right? Like, one of the things, in order to say no, you have to be comfortable with removing yourself from certain situations. This is very important. I speak that from experience, right? You have to be comfortable with knowing when you start saying no, that certain people gonna cut you off top. Certain people gonna cut you off top, right? They ain't gonna tell you they cut you off. They gonna disappear. When you get some, my daddy always told me, when you get some business about yourself, when you start doing something with yourself, and when I say business, when you start getting into the zone of saying no, standing on firm on what you believe and what you want to do, right? And on bettering yourself, people gonna disappear. I don't know why it happens, but it just happens. So you have to get comfortable with that. That's one of the things we're gonna talk about. How do you get comfortable with that? Are you comfortable with that? Are you able to sit? Some people, I know some people, they can't even sit in the house. So they can't say no, because guess what? Some people just scared to be alone. Ain't nothing wrong with it if that's you. But if that is you, then we need to work on getting you comfortable with being by yourself. Let's take baby steps so you can get there. That way you can start saying no, right? I'm just saying. These are things. And another thing, teach our teens to say no. Teach them to say no. No, I don't want to look like you, right? And that's a big thing. Teach them it's okay. Like, you know, no, I don't want to do what you're doing, right? No, I don't want to follow this new trend, you know, like, just get them comfortable with saying no. Because I'm telling y'all what's happening. Kids is out here dying because they scared to say no. You know what I mean? It ain't like how when I'm 40. Back in our days, you know, it ain't like how peer pressure was. We didn't have the peer pressure of people holding guns to our head, like our so-called friends. We didn't have that fear. Like, I didn't have no fear, and nobody I knew around me, you know what I mean, from the hood had a fear of, like, people just going around just, like, you know, like, ready to kill you for no reason. At a drop of a dime is very different. So Deja, oh, hey, Niecy. She said, I need to hear this because this is something I need to work on. Learning to say no has been hard for me because the type of person I am. Right. And I'm going to tell you right now, sweethearted people like us, I'm telling you now, if you're a sweethearted person, a nice person, you better start today with getting comfortable with saying no. You might as well just be like, hey, Queen, let me join your Each One Motivates One, E1M1 community. That's what I call it, right? You know what I mean? Because in there, we're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to be doing exercises to get you comfortable with these things. You got to get comfortable with saying no. You got to learn what respect is and what respect ain't, because it's about how you go about saying no, right? Don't just ghost people. Some people just, they way of saying no is just, I ain't calling them back. I'm going to ignore them. No. Because guess what? Then that puts distance, and it puts a little friction and animosity, and it brings a lot of negative energy that you don't need in your life. So don't just ghost somebody. Talk to them. You know, people will appreciate when you say, you know, like, girl, I ain't even, like, I would go with y'all, but I got to do this. You know, that ain't for me no more. People appreciate that. And guess what? After a while, they going to stop calling you because they already know, Queen A don't want, she ain't about to do this. So we not going to call her for X, Y, Z. You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand what's best for you. And in order for you to understand what's best for you, you got to get comfortable with saying the word no. You got to get comfortable with yourself. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you ain't comfortable with, you got to get comfortable with being by yourself, understanding yourself, right? You got to get comfortable with all that in order to get comfortable with that word no. Because if you ain't comfortable being by yourself, if you ain't comfortable with yourself, if you ain't comfortable with how you look, if you ain't comfortable with that, it's going to be hard for you to say no. Everything is going to be a yes, right? So, morning, my friend. Keep preaching good word for our people. Have a blessed day. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Have a blessed day. You too, Charles Owens. Where is the link to send you stars, Annie? Oh, it's up there. It's supposed to be attached. I think it's, let me see. Y'all know, look. I thought it was on there. It said it was active, y'all. Let me see. I don't know, Nisi, but thank you. I think you might have to click on the thing, like outside the video. But I really want to talk about this because, like, a lot of people nowadays are so comfortable with the yes word. Everybody want to fit in. Have y'all noticed everybody want to fit in? Everybody want to be like the next person. Everybody want to do what they doing. These kids don't have a no in them. So parents, teachers, youth service workers, and when I say teachers, if you're a parent, you're a teacher. If you're a parent, you're a youth service worker, right? You're all that and above if you're a parent. You know what I mean? And if you're a teacher and if you deal with a teen in any form, fashion, or way, this is for you too. Y'all have to get comfortable with that word no. Teachers, get comfortable with that word no. Stop letting the teens just do anything in y'all class. You know, no, I'm not going to continue the class until you sit down, right? No, I'm not going to continue until you sit down and act like you got some sense, right? No, I'm not about to let you do TikTok in class because class is learning time. No, stand firm on your no. No, I'm not about to do a TikTok with you until everybody in the class has done their work. And maybe if y'all got a good grade, then maybe every month that could be our goal to do a class TikTok. You see what I'm saying? Put stipulations in place, but get comfortable with that word no. Parents, get comfortable with the word no. No, I'm not about to buy you them new cherry red Jordans and you got straight F's in school. No, I'm not about to take you out to dinner or make sure you got money in your pocket and you being disrespectful in school. No, I'm not about to let you come in my house with guns on you and all types of stuff on you, knowing what you out there doing. No, I'm not about to act like I'm scrolling past your TikTok and Facebook page and I don't see you doing what you doing. I'm not about to do it no more. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I say get comfortable with that word no. Because nowadays kids is dying because they ain't comfortable with the word no. And then the parents and the teachers and youth service workers ain't comfortable telling them no either. You see how they work? It's a trickle effect. Back in our days, it took a village to raise a child. Nowadays, people is not even wanting you to say nothing to their kid. It's crazy. I'm 40 years old, and if you see a kid now, we at the point now, you see a kid being disrespectful, and you bring it up to him, and you mention it to him, the parent, but you're saying something about my child, right? But now is the time for parents to say, no, I'm not about to get mad at you no more for coming to me about my child, right? No, I'm not going to do it no more. No, I'm not going to keep taking up for my child knowing they drama. I'm not going to do it. So it's the reasons why y'all got to get comfortable saying that word no. No, I'm not about to let Jimmy hang with little tutu down the street. And the reason why I know these things is because, trust me, y'all, I've been through it with my own teens. And I see what happened when you don't say no. When you don't say no, it's certain things that I did. And you know what? Parenting and teaching and all that is a learning lesson. It's a learning experience. Nobody's perfect. So what y'all do is learn, right? I had to learn. When I stopped telling my son, knowing certain things and start seeing he was going over this, doing this and doing that, right? I'm like, oh man. So now I know I can't do that with them. I can't do that with my other kids because I told my son yes to this and yes to that and yes to that. And guess what? Trouble, right? Then I had to learn, okay, I got to mold a little different. I got to move a little different with my other kids. You feel me? Like, I messed up. You know what I mean? I messed up. I can't fix it. The only thing I can do is keep improving on that situation. No, I'm not going to be like this no more. No, I'm not going to stand for it. Right? Because I was the parent. If y'all ain't know, I sent my son was wanted. I was the type of parent, I was a no parent. Like, already. No, I'm not about to sit here and let you come in my house. No, you got a warrant and you out there acting a fool. No, I'm not going to do it. Yes, I am going to let the police come and lock you up at my house. Why? Because, see, a lot of y'all do this. Let me tell you this. If you a parent, you got to get comfortable with the word no. And y'all got to get this out y'all head. This, shh, be quiet, no snitching. Stop it. People is dying. People, I don't know if y'all know this. People dying every day. Kids is dying. I'm sorry. And it is so funny how y'all got to get comfortable with that word no. No, I'm not about to sit back and let somebody sit here and murder little Tuki and his little baby and then hush and be quiet about it. No, I'm not going to allow myself to do that. I'm just saying these are things that y'all got to get comfortable with nowadays out here. People scared to, but this is the things that we got to do. Like, cause I'm gonna tell you now, if you one of them people that still like this, be quiet, you know, the no snitching and know that, like, you know, like, if that's you, Certain things you got to say yes to too, right? You see what I'm saying? Certain things you got to say yes to, certain things you got to learn how to say no to. It go both ways. So when you do the stuff like that, right? When you got to say, yes, I am, like at certain times, right? Like, no, I'm not about to sit here and act like I ain't seen you do this. And yes, I am going to do the X, Y, Z. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to act like my kid is perfect. No, I'm not going to do it no more. Because I'm going to tell you now, kids is walking around with a lot. They all they talk about is getting to a bag, but they have no bag up here. I'm going to tell y'all now. The first bag is your mind. Teach your teens, teach your youth from a baby. Teach them as early as they can speak. Matter of fact, before they can speak, as early as they come, soon as they come out, they can understand. They start absorbing. How you think they know how to speak English or Chinese? Like, you think they took like, infants don't take a language course on what language they want to learn. They absorb. They're already hearing you speak, right? So we have to understand that we got to teach these kids and these teens this. Teach them from a baby to get comfortable with the word no, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. You don't know how much I need to hear this because I've always been a yes person. Today, that stopped. Right, today. Deja, that stopped. Nisi, poo. Like, but yeah, for real. Because y'all don't understand, like, how, like, one day I bust out crying, and my youngest daughter, Sasa, said, "Ma, you crying?" I was crying not even for us. I'm crying for the people who I'm trying to help. Because I'm seeing how lost the kids is out here. Like, they so lost. And when I speak that positive motivation to them, they like this. They love it. They smile. I got cards over here that y'all be listening. If you in my Each One Motivates one, you'll hear, but I'll be opening them and reading what these teens, these ain't babies, teens, what they wrote to me just for speaking, some motivation into their life. So I want y'all to understand. And I ain't gonna be on here that long, but like I said, I'll be on from Sunday to Thursday. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Queen A Speaks, right? That's what I am on Facebook, and Instagram is Queen A Speaks, Facebook Ariel St. Clair Queen A, right? Whichever one y'all want to do, that's up to y'all. And I'm trying to get on other platforms too as well. I'm also on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube. If you ain't following me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Queen A Speaks. And I drop motivational videos on there. But I really want y'all to understand, in order for you to grow, you can't grow just saying yes, right? You can't grow if you can't say no. You see? Oh, that rhyme. Let me say it again. You can't grow if you can't say no. It's like, no, I'm just playing, but for real. You can't. There's no way. How you gonna grow if you trying to, uplift yourself, or matter of fact, you just trying to get better. You trying to be a better you. But you keep doing what everybody else wants you to do. You trying to be a better you, yet you ain't said no to nothing. You still saying yes to staying up all night. You still saying yes to partying all day, every day. Like, it's a time and a place to party, and a time and a place to handle your business and better yourself. It's a time and a place for everything, right? And guess what? You can party and have more fun when your no becomes solid and your yes is at the right time. Don't get it twisted. You ain't got to say no all the time. Sometimes it's a convenient time for yes too. But you have to know what to say yes to and when to apply that yes. Hey, what's up, birthday twin KP Cuts? That's right, I forgot. That's right. Happy late birthday to you. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I really want y'all to, first thing I want y'all to do is, and I'm going to give y'all a tip. If y'all don't do nothing else, this is what I want you to do. I want y'all to set a goal for yourself. Y'all ain't even got to tell me, or write it in the comments if you want to, and let everybody know. I want y'all to set one goal for this week. This week. Today is Thursday, right? I got to look at the calendar. Y'all know I'm slow. So, today is Thursday the 5th. The end of the week is 7th, Saturday. So I don't know if you know. So I'm going to say no to the beginning of the week being Monday, and yes to the beginning of the week being Sunday. Because if you look at your calendar, it go from Sunday to Saturday. I don't care, or whatever day your calendar starts. If you say it's a different calendar, I don't care, okay? Just a day. Pick a day, okay? Just make sure within a week, right? And this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to write down something this week that you're going to say no to. Something that you've been saying yes to all this time, but you need to say no to. I want you to write that down on the paper, and I want you to stick it somewhere that you know you gonna look. Whether that be the door, whether it be the wall, wherever it's at. I want you to sit there, take the time for you, not for Queen A, but for you, right? Because you gotta say, no, I'm not gonna do nothing else until I write this down. I mean, it only take 2 seconds. It don't take a long time to write this down, right? Write down something that you know you need to say no to this week. I don't care if it's, I need to say no to going shopping every week. I need to say no to eating too much meat. I need to say no to eating snacks, right? I need to say no to, like for Queen A, right? So this is my goal, y'all. I'm telling y'all. So Pop, I'm telling you, Pop, I'm trying my best to lay out for Pop, but it be calling me. So my goal for y'all, I'm telling y'all now, so if y'all see me drinking a Pop on the lap, I got a water. But I did have a Pop. I ain't gonna perp like I ain't had no Pop, right? I had a Pop last night. So, but my goal that I know I need to say no to is, I know I'm not gonna go and give me a Pop. Now, that don't mean I won't treat myself every once in a while, but I'm not gonna have a Pop every time I'm craving it, right? I'm gonna go, this is my goal. I'm gonna go 3 times of my crave to say no to Pop. At least 3 days. No, I'm not going to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't just drink Pop. I don't even drink a lot of it. But I want to cut Pop completely out and drink more juice. Because if you don't know, I'm on a healthy kick. So that's another thing I teach about. Because you got to be healthy in order to better yourself, right? So this live was especially for me. Right, Niecy? I'm glad I was here for you. You know I love you always. You know I always loved you. Charles said, I'm going through that stuff myself at 54. Wow. I said that to myself this morning. Starting today, I'm saying no. Thank you. Right. Say no. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is you need to say no to. Get that in y'all head. Write it down. And write it down. Matter of fact, where my pen? I got a pen. So I keep a pen. I forgot to put my blue in the way. This one say, up, look. This the pen I picked up. It say, let's do this. So it must be meant. The pen I picked up say, let's do it. So I'm just telling y'all. So I'm going to, Queen A is going to write it down too. Right? Because I'm telling y'all it only take 2 seconds. So it only take 2 seconds. Look. 2 seconds. I'm going to go 3 times. I'm going to go 3 times without, now y'all see me without drinking Pop when I crave it. Because that's important. When I crave it. Alright? When I crave it. I gotta change my crave. Alright? So, just in case y'all thought I was perping. Y'all can see I really wrote down. I ain't want y'all to think I was lying. No, I really wrote it down. Alright, so that is what I want y'all to do this week. I'm going to be back on Sunday at 10. Alright? And if you on here Sunday at 10, I'll be on Facebook and Instagram, right? And then you can even find it on my YouTube video later on. So you can find it on YouTube Tuesday, but I'll be live Sunday, okay? But I really want y'all to take time to think about what it is that you need to say no to, that you haven't said no to. So I don't care. It could be a thing, a person, a place. I don't care what it is. You know what it is. And I want you to take that time, write it down. Y'all seen it ain't even take a minute for me. Might take a few seconds, okay? Because I write a little slow, so I'm just kidding. But write it down. And put it where you can see it, okay? Somewhere where you're going to look, right? And see how that works. Even if you say no once, don't get too hard on yourself if you end up saying no once. And then the next 2 times you say yeah. I want you to celebrate the time you said no. That's important. Because it's going to make you feel better. And you're going to want to do it again. You're going to want to say no again. Like, you know what? I feel good. I did say no that one time. Now I'm going to try to shoot for 2. That's how you do it. It's a learning process. I want y'all to understand don't nothing happen overnight. So don't think it's going to be like you're going to like